Well, I've just arrived at the Brent office. I'm doing a 4-day trip starting at Cedar Lake, and I gotta go get my permit. I'm in a bit of a rush because it's gonna get dark before I get to my campsite, possibly, if I don't move it, so gotta go. All right, I got my permit. The girl in there was super cool. We had a great chat, and now I am heading down that awful road to Cedar, and then I got, I guess, an hour and a half, maybe a 2-hour paddle into Orleans, so I gotta move it. Oh, this is always such a fun road to drive down. Well, Cedar is amazingly calm right now, and it only took me, I think, 5 minutes to get my boat off the car and finish packing my food into my bag and get everything ready to go. So I am going to hit the water and make my way to Orleans. Well, I'm out here on Cedar just paddling my little heart out. I've gone about a third of the way in half an hour, so looks like I'll make it before the sun, well, the sun might go down, but before it gets dark anyways. So I've got perfect conditions. Well, the sun is dropping quick, and I'm just about on Little Cedar. Just have to go through that lake to get to Orleans. So I'm almost there. Really hard not to take pictures or film. It's 8:06. The sun has officially dropped behind the trees, and I'm on Little Cedar. I'll be going through here, but doesn't look like there's a lot of water. Kind of hard to paddle hard when you don't know where you're paddling to. This all looks closed. Uh-oh, got a teeny tiny little opening here. Okay, hopefully this takes me somewhere. So shallow here, I keep bottoming out. Oh dear. I got a narrow opening, so I'm paddling. I gotta be close. I could kind of see by the map that the train bridge crosses over where I'm going, and oh, this is why. Well, this is pretty cool. I have to keep paddling. I can paddle with one arm. The other side is all closed up with a beaver dam, and I'm like, oh no, don't tell me I have to do this right now. But this side is open, so very, very cool. And I believe now I am on Orleans Lake. I can't see the map. Oh, it's so bright now. Okay, I gotta go find the site. Bit of a campsite snob. There was a campsite right back there, and I'm like, oh, there's another one. I don't like that one. Meanwhile, it's like getting dark. I haven't had dinner. Like, but the next one was just down here. I think that's it there, so I'm gonna go take it and get set up quickly. This one's way more closed in than the other one, and even though we're expecting a lot of rain tomorrow, I don't want to get eaten alive by the bugs, so I'm going back to the other one. Okay, hurry. Oh, it's 8:45. I've been paddling for an hour and 45 minutes, and I have arrived at a site on Orleans. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna get in here, but I need to move fast. I gotta make dinner and set up and everything. So off I go. That was really, really bad. I went to move my boat when I brought my bag up. You can't see anything, but there's a little beach here. So I thought, well, I'll bring the boat around. I noticed that there was a fishing line all of a sudden attached to the front of my boat. I just went to rip it out, and it was stuck in the front of my boat, and it got caught in my hand, and my hand is bleeding now. I can't see anything because it's so freaking dark, but yeah, I gotta go clean that up. Crap, that hurt. I just screamed so loud. Oh my gosh. First order of business after finding the privy is campfire. I got a steak to cook and a baked potato to put in there, and I haven't had a campfire in a long time because of the fire ban, so someone left some nice wood here, and I will replace it before I go, but at least I got a little fire going so I can see, and I'm gonna set up my tent real quick. My hand seems to be okay. It's just a little cut in it. I'll have to put some first aid on it in a bit, but right now I need to get my tent set up and get moving. Got my steak on the fire now, the potatoes cooked, and my tent is up, so I'm just going to cook up this steak real quick and eat it because I'm starving. Alright. It's almost 10 o'clock, but I managed to cook my steak and my potato. I got some butter and some salt on there, and I'm ready to sit down and eat. And I know it's late, but at least I got a good meal. Oh, and there's the owls hooting. I filled up my dry bag and put it in the back of the boat for some weight, so the boat would track nicely. There's nice clean Cedar Lake water in there, so I put the bottom of the filter in there, and I'm pumping water from it. Hey, well, I'm sitting here by the light of my campfire. It's so nice. Just have a little tiny fire going. I don't know if it's going to focus in on that. It just looks like a big orange ball, but it's actually just a bunch of little sticks. It's not that much wood in it at all. And just enough to light up the site. I've got my tarp up here for the morning. I set it up over, there's this really nice, big, huge bench here that I'm sitting on. And so I've got it set up there in the corner so that I can sit on the bench. Hopefully it'll stay dry, and I can sit here and cook my breakfast. It's about 11:15, and I've done all the things. The tent is set up. I blew up my thermarest, my sleeping bag's out, my pillow's open and blown up, and I pumped water from my dry bag, which was a really funny move. I'll turn my flashlight on here. The fire comes and goes. You know, it's just little sticks, so it doesn't last very long. Anyways, I'm going to wait until this fire goes out and start getting ready for bed. I know I'm going to wake up at 5:30, so if I don't go to sleep, then that means I don't get any sleep. So it's supposed to be pouring rain all day tomorrow, and thunder and lightning all day tomorrow, starting at like 1 o'clock in the morning, going till like 1 o'clock tomorrow morning. So we'll see what happens anyways when I get up. So at least I know I have a nice dry spot to sit, and I can make my breakfast, and we'll take it from there. I hear something walking around on the other side of the lake, which at this part of the lake is very close. It's definitely something big. Good morning from Cedar Lake. It's 6:30 a.m. and I'm on Cedar Lake in Algonquin Park, just off of Cedar. Started raining about 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. It's been raining consistently since then. I woke up at 5:20 and it was pouring, so I went back to bed because I didn't go to bed until after 12 o'clock and I was really tired. Figured there was no rush. There is somewhat of a rush though, even though it's raining right now, which isn't the best. It's supposed to be thunder and lightning, and chance of thunder and lightning, and so far I haven't heard anything. So I have two choices right now, which is one, hunker down and stay here and hang out. There's two sites on the lake. The other one's booked for tonight, so I could stay. I don't have to go. Or make a run for it and hope that the thunder and lightning doesn't get me and I get to my site before it starts. So I think I'm probably going to go with the second one. I like to try to be where I'm supposed to be when I'm supposed to be there. Carl Wilson has 7 sites on it tonight, and not one of them is booked, and that's one of the lakes I have to travel through. So pretty much every lake has all their sites open along the way. So if I have to stop anywhere, I could just stop and set up camp. So I think I'm going to get ready for the day and slowly make my way out into the rain. Alright, so I'm checking out the map here, and I think I'm going to divert my route. My plan was to go up through Laurel Lake. There's a 275 meter portage, go through Laurel Lake, then there's a 1070 into Carl Wilson. Then I have to paddle all through Carl Wilson, which is fine. It's probably going to be about an hour and a half. Then I have another 345 meter portage into Barley, which is where I'm staying. However, there's also a second option. I am here at Oralee, and the portage into Carl Wilson, there's another set of them here. There's 4 of them, an 820, a 760, and a 410. And those go get me into Carl Wilson. These portages, as opposed to this portage, totals 500 meters more, 550. It's about 500 meters more doing it this way than it would be doing it this way. But I think if it's going to be thunder and lightning, I'm safer to be here spending an extra 500 meters on land than to be here with all this water option. Once I'm on Carl Wilson, then I just have to scoot down, do a small portage, and I'm on my lake. Or I could stay on Carl Wilson because there's 7 sites on Carl Wilson and not one of them are booked. So I think that's what I've decided to do. So yesterday I put a little post up on my Facebook page asking what people do when it's really rainy and it's hot out. It's supposed to be, feels like 30 today. I don't really feel that. I feel damp and cold and wet. I'm not wet personally yet, but I just feel like it's not really 30 degrees. So the whole chat was mostly about, what do? Do you just go in your shorts and your tank top? Do you wear your bathing suit and just get wet? Or do you wear your rain gear? And most people said, get wet, wear your bathing suit, and your skin dries faster and all that stuff. I totally agreed with it. I thought it was a great idea. I was planning on getting up today and putting on my bathing suit, throwing on a quick dry tank and some quick dry shorts, and just going for it and going through the rain like that. However, when I got up to go to the privy, I wore my raincoat, and I know I'm not moving around a lot, but I didn't really feel that hot in it. I felt safe and protected, and when I came back into the tent, I put my rain pants on, and it was funny because I was kicking myself when I was paddling through Cedar yesterday. I realized I forgot to take the rain pants out. I was going to take them out totally from the bag, and now that I have them here, I kind of want to wear them. So I do have my quick dry shorts underneath my rain pants, and I'm going to wear my quick dry top and probably my bathing suit top underneath my raincoat. But I'm just going to go with the raincoat and the rain pants and see how it goes. If I'm too hot, I'll strip it off and just get wet. But for now, I think I'm going to try to stay dry and see how that goes. I totally forgot how much fun it is camping in the rain. Breakfast is served. So what I did was I unclipped the inside of the tent underneath the fly. So if you look in here, it's all down. And now I'm going to try to take the poles out with this on top, and then just wrap it all with this on the outside. I don't know if it's going to work, but that's what I'm going for. So that was really messy. I don't know if it worked, but I've got it in the bag there. And I'm going to put it in its bag and then pack it up. I had to leave some stuff out of the bag. The tent usually goes in second. And the poles have to be kind of squashed down the back, so I couldn't put everything in until I put the tent in. off. I just have to take the tarp down. I did everything packed up the whole bag underneath the tarp. And I'm just going to put the tarp down, fold it up inside out, and stick it in the very top of the bag so it's ready to come out first wherever I get to wherever I'm going, whenever. And I can just put it up and then do everything in reverse. So still haven't heard any thunder, I haven't seen any lightning, so I am going to head out. So hidden, if I didn't know it was there, I would be sitting here like dumbfounded about where to go. Not raining in here. Thought I was going to have to go all the way back and go the other way, but I found it. It's nice knowing that I have the only sight on the lake on my next night, actually my next 2 nights, because I don't feel like I have to rush or anything to try to get a good sight or to make sure I get a sight, so I'm just taking my time today. I had to put the canoe down. This thing is all uphill and it's super steep. This is a nice part of it coming up. I'm trying to get the path. And then it just goes up and up and up and up. And up. And up. And up. And up. Oh my goodness. This is the funnest portage ever. By the way, I scrapped the rain pants as soon as I dropped the canoe off. I couldn't take it, I was dying of heat exhaustion. Oh, this is the longest 800 and something meter portage I've ever done. This is worse than the 2810 I did. Holy smokes, I'm dying. I think I see the light at the end of the tunnel. Holy smokes, I'm exhausted. I still have 3 more portages to do, and I really, really hope the rest of them aren't all uphill. And I still have to go get the canoe, and I am not looking forward to that. If I was on alone right now and there was that button that you push, you know, to tap out, I might tap out right now. That was brutal. I think that might be one of the hardest portages I've ever done. Well, the raincoat is off. The rain pants are off. I'm feeling the rain on my skin. As Christina said, my shorts are soaked. My legs are filthy. I'm really glad I wore my water socks because there's like some really gross stuff you gotta walk through. My cheeks are really red. I'm really, really hot. So I'm just taking a breather. I'm actually procrastinating. I don't want to go get the canoe, but it's got to be done, so off I go.